Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tftv back again with the Talk Forest news. A lot to get through as per usual. I thought when I did the show this morning that it might be a quiet day at first in terms of news and everything, but never ever seemed to be the case. Ian Fleming, Gareth Holmes, Jordan Gabriel, um, the Croatian striker. Too much to get through. A lot to talk about, actually, to refer. I was planning to come on at 6, but to do the show. But I thought because there's a lot going off and a lot of talk about Forest that we got a lot to get into and a lot to talk about. First one, I'm going to talk about Ian Fleming. Reports coming out, quite a few even posts. The one I went from is Trent Hudson on Twitter, saying that Forest and Fortuna Sittard, who are the where Ian Fleming is, are at a very different stage in terms of where they want what they want for the transfer value. So, I think Forest only offering around $1 million risk, and they valued him at 1.5 million. So there's a big, massive difference in terms of valuations. I mean, depending if Forest want to pay it. So there's a lot for the. I mean, if he's worth it, why don't we pay 1.5 million for Ian Fleming? I mean, he probably can be a very, very creative midfielder that we probably do need. And if it don't work out, then fair enough. I see why Forest don't pay too much for him. But if he's worth it and if you're after him, why don't you go after him? I mean, it makes sense that you do, and that I think Forest are kind of like being good and saying, look, we don't want to overpay for players. I think they have learned that lesson for him. So it could be that Forest could be looking at alternate players for Ian Fleming. So it's one of them ones that I just came out when I'm on my way home, actually. I think this one is, if you want him, then draft him. I mean, I just think that Forest don't want to pay, do the risk of paying for someone that might not work well in this league. I mean, he never played in English football, so that's where I probably see Forest kind of like holding back on the transfer deal. So it's an interesting one, to say the least, how that one will come out. But it's a shame that we don't pay the money that they want. And if they're meant to be this creative midfielder that can give you a lot more thing, or can be better than like your Carvalho, your Ollies, and all that, then why can't we pay the money for a midfielder that, fair enough, probably not played in the English leagues, but he probably will add something different. So it'd be an interesting one, to say the least. What could happen to that one? Will we go back in for another bid, or will we turn to alternate signings? So interesting. Obviously, better academy news today. Gareth Holmes, under 18 coach, been there for 7 years. He has left the club. He probably have got a different way of playing with. Well, not a different way of playing, but he probably got another ambition now to go on elsewhere. It's a shame because I feel like that he has grown quite a few of the players that have came from the club, and he has developed them onto better careers. I mean, we probably seen a lot of the under 18s that came through last season that when they were still boys, and they're flourishing in the under 23s at the minute in the preseason games. So I do feel like that he has built a lot of players up, and it's a shame that he has started to go elsewhere. So good luck to Gareth Holmes as per usual. Gareth Brazil, I've said as well that he has done really well and for the play, and good luck for the future. So it's a shame, but there you go. Jordan Gabriel, obviously the player that played under Gareth Holmes. Bit of transfer rumours that going around today about Jordan Gabriel. It's been reported by the Blackpool Gazette. Nottingham Post picked up as well, saying that Blackpool have reportedly made a bid for Jordan Gabriel. Obviously, was there on loan last season, had a really successful season at Blackpool, got promotion. So obviously they'll understand why they've gone into him. Obviously, Ollie Turton, it was like him and Gabriel was battling that for that right back spot. He's moved to Huddersfield, so obviously didn't know side of that Blackpool are looking for a back, and I feel like Jordan Gabriel will fit into that sort of role that they do actually need. So it's interesting. And now Sunderland, it's been reported by Football Insider 24/7, not a big reliable source, saying that Sunderland are interested in him. So it's been looked like quite a few clubs are looking at him. Quite a few clubs are interested in him. So it's looking like that it will be a big battle to keep hold of him. Obviously, he's played every game for Forest this summer, and it's looking like that he will be a big part under Chris Eaton, unless if we do sign another right back. So that one will probably be going around up to the end. Sanji Kulinovic, obviously the striker from Dan Rome, Zagreb. Obviously, we have put in a loan to buy a bid. Yes, we rejected our move to the City ground. Unsure of the reason why he has rejected it, but it's been said that he's not wanting to come to the City ground. So fair enough. So it has been reported. We're not sure why, but obviously there might be a reason why he's not wanting to come to the City ground. So Forest search for a striker goes on. Obviously, Larte scoring last night, which will doom the Warder gun. But obviously, usual that Forest need to really up the game to actually Sam someone. So obviously there seems to be activity now and seems to be a lot going off in terms of signings and all that. But obviously there's been another report from on the Sian Fleming one. It sounds like that personal things, personal conditions. Obviously, wages and all that has been agreed. It's just transfer fee that they're far away apart. So it's looking like it's just a transfer fee that could be holding back between Forest getting Sian Fleming and not. So it will be an interesting time for us. So tell us what you think as per usual. And actually, thank you for watching. Goodbye.